welcome back to Unit 4, Old Testament Eschatology. This week we're going to conclude our focus on the major eschatological views, specifically focusing on premillennialism. Now, your assignments this week is you're going to be doing, again, we're going to do our final reading from the Bach book on 3 views on the millennium and beyond. This week you're going to read Craig Blasing's article on premillennialism and the responses to it. And then you'll watch the video that's linked to the Blackboard shell. And then also, again, as you're reading through, one of the things that you're going to do is, like we've done before, is try to find an example from a previous theologian or scholar or church historian. Someone from either the ancient Christianity or from the medieval Reformation period or from modern scholars and theologians. Try to find an example of, premillennial views that you find are interesting or persuasive. And then we're going to post to the discussion board, discuss this chapter of Blasing's article on premillennialism, and then maybe discuss the example of the theologian that you found also. Also this week, you should be finished up with your book reviews. You're going to go ahead and submit those this week, and so be sure to submit the book review. I hope you enjoyed Middleton's book, A New Heaven and New Earth. I don't expect that you agreed with everything in it. That's not the purpose of that. One of the things that I hope you gathered from it is how Middleton was trying to focus on having a cohesive view of biblical eschatology overall. That's one of the things we want to focus on trying to do, whether we agree with his particular views or some of the issues that he have, or whether you disagree with them. One of the things we want to focus on is how can we come to a coherent view of the entire Bible, and specifically how do we put the New Testament text together with the Old Testament in a way that they flow seamlessly together. This week you're reading, I want to focus real big on premillennialism and Blasing's views. Some of the key issues, it's a great article. One of the things you're going to really get out of that, he gives you, of course, he starts with the definition of premillennialism and really focuses on 2 different modes of looking at eternal life, and these are some of the key issues in understanding biblical eschatology. One is a spiritual vision, and 2 is new creation. And he focuses on the 2 different approaches and the historical path that those have taken, and the implication for those 2 models on hermeneutics. And then he also gives you different varieties of, there are more than one camp of premillennial thought. Want to be able to understand the different views, both specifically dispensationalism and the distinction between that and historical premillennialism. I think you'll find this interesting. This should conclude your chapter. You'll also be looking at putting together your millennial views paper. You'll be summarizing what you've been understanding from postmillennialism, amillennialism, and premillennialism, and putting those together and doing an evaluation on which one of those articles did you find most persuasive, and which one of those views seemed to fit with one of the folks that you've known in the past, and what kind of new insights have you gathered from your reading, and maybe what changes have happened as a result of that. Hope you have a great week of reading and concluding this section and this unit of the course. As we wrap up here next, starting with the next unit, we'll be moving into beginning to look back through the Old Testament text kind of step by step, and we'll pick that up. Have a great week.